In Minecraft, you explore a vast open world, where you can do or build anything you want. When you die, you can respawn and continue on your Minecraft adventure. But in hardcore Minecraft, there are none of these things. If you die, and you'll never play on that world or server again. So I made it my mission on the Onelife Vanilla Hardcore SMP, become immortal and prove that in hardcore Minecraft, I never die. This is Onelife Vanilla Hardcore the movie.
3,
I hope you enjoy.
2, 1, go!
I started off simple, grabbing some wood and basic tools, and also trying to make friends with the members. Because, I don't want them to kill me. Oh, I also ended up making my first pickaxe, which was, as you can see, a pretty big moment for me.
Get our first wooden pickaxe down on day 1. This is beautiful. This is the best day ever. And there's no grease. Okay, the other guy's kind of new.
I also found out one of the other members, via USB2, was relatively new to the server, and ended up asking if we could team.
If I can get like a good full iron stand.
And he said yes. Although we did agree that we'd both get a bit more gear first, because right now we basically add nothing. So, without further ado, here comes the grinding montage! And after ages, and I mean ages, of mining, I saw my teammate for the first time. After showing out the gear we had gained, I went up top, because it turns out there was a lava pool up there like the whole time, and we could use that to get obsidian. So I crafted a diamond pick and headed up. So after expressing a genuine concern, it was time to get ask for a water bucket I didn't have, and then get mining. So then the time came where I asked for a water bucket, and it was time to initiate the long, not at all tedious or boring process of mining obsidian with an unenchanted diamond pickaxe. I think I'm going to need that montage again. And lo and behold, before we knew it, we had an enchanting table.
Alright, we're enchanting our gear, let's go. Prop 1.
After enchanting our gear, I went back to mining obsidian. Sigh. And YRU went off to go mine diamonds. At this point, I need actual legal evidence that me mining obsidian is important to this story, and it's not just like time that I could be touching whatever the heck grass is. After a long, heart-wrenching time, we had a nether portal and could now go to the nether. If I could build the portal right, which I know I can, but in this moment, the obsidian got to me.
Portal acquired. Please end it.
Nether acquired. After I returned from the nether, my teammate decided he was going to head to the surface and go grind villagers, because he'd seen a village up there on his way over. I said I'd just keep on mining diamonds, because we clearly did not have enough yet. I always got one diamond chest plate in a dream, bruv. I need some more.
God, enchants. Oh my god.
So why are you actually had to go to dinner at this point? But that's fine, because he said he'd be back later. So I just kept on mining.
It would be nice to have inventory space.
And then after way more than the 15 to 20 minutes I was promised, he got back. We also decided we'd head to the surface now, because my teammate found a village up there, well, on his way over. Villagers can be traded with, and they can trade really OP gear if you max them out. We thought this was a good way to get starter loot, so we both agreed to head up. Also, I was so done with mining. Seeing the sun, even in a video game, would have been amazing. And after what felt like 3 years immersed in a block game, swimming up a tunnel, I'd done it. We were at the surface.
We got a village.
We had trading to do and business to set up. So we started grabbing sticks for Fletcher villagers, which give us emeralds that we could use to trade with the better villagers, no offense Fletchers, and set up a trade stall. This would get us lots of gear. Would get us lots of gear. I needed to actually go see the sun at this point, in real life, because I'd been playing for what felt like a year. So I wanted to go outside. That's when day one came to an end.
Yo, Yusuf.
He had clearly been grinding, and max grinding at that. We had a good E-table, huge chests, and I was just exploring the village. There were also 2 new players online. Both of these players would be important to the story later, so make sure you watch till the end.
I think this is where I trapped. I think this is where I trapped the villages.
After a little bit of waiting, my teammate was back.
Whoa, whoa. OMG. OMG. Oh my god. Oh my god.
And my guy did not come empty-handed.
What the heck? Bro was grind. How? 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 Oh my god. OMG.
He then agreed to show me around. So let the great travel tour begin. The tour began with a librarian that sold Prop 4.
Anvil.
Then I was introduced to our Fletcher villager, our source of emeralds, because we could just give him sticks and he'd give us emeralds. Hey, this guy's scamming himself, but I'm gonna take full advantage of that. Bro, this economy, I can't not. I was also introduced to the other librarian, who sold mending. If y'all don't know what that is, that's when you get XP and it heals your armor. insanely good.
Oh my god. Oh my, there's actually no way, bro. He built the whole raid farm just for me? Just for me? Wait, he's actually got a few jacket potatoes. I will take this. Bro, oh my god, mending.
I then enchanted my gear using the anvil, and I had mending on basically all my armor pieces. Since I hadn't been to the raid farm YOU built yet, I didn't have as much XP, so he helped me out with some boots. My tour also included meeting our blacksmith. Dude, this guy's trades have clearly been maxed out. Just look at this. We also decided to visit YOU's raid farm so I could get some XP, emeralds, and totems. And I also dissed Ultimate Hardcore.
This is a very peaceful server. Like, Ultimate Hardcore was like, there was wars and stuff. This one's just like more laid back.
This was such a genuinely long trip though, so let's cue the travel montage.
Like one of the most powerful players. He's got an ender chest?
I then completed my first raid for a whole bunch of resources, totems, and almost artifacts, and XP and emeralds. I was successful. A bit later, we were also visited by the owner of the server, Koya.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got phantom membranes. Shoot, a phantom orb is just not gonna have to go for.
On day 3, I started building a base. About time. I mean, I knew we already had one, except an underground one would have been cooler, and I wanted to make it look nice. On day 4, I logged on, hoping to maybe get some kills or just further develop the base. I didn't really have a clear goal in mind. Today is when I discovered the book. In this book were all the deaths that the server's ever experienced. While checking if my teammate was still alive, because you know I low-key should, he hasn't logged on for a while, I discovered the book. The book had all the names of the people who had died, ever since the start of the server. No matter how they died, it was recorded. Including this guy called Duck Dove, and Bixton, Tomato on a Stick, Frog, QWERTY, and Neo DePro.
Someone who's online. Oh my god.
A literal YouTuber died to a phantom, bro. This may not seem like much, but I desperately wanted to be in that book. Obviously not because I died, but because I killed someone else. That was one of my goals for the server. I wanted to take another player's life, no matter how I did it. I basically spent the rest of day 5 just transferring all our gear from the surface into our base, moving the nether portal, and making it look nice. Let me just say, so much happened on day 5. Spawned in, and it all began.
I don't even have a teammate up. Try and get another. Let's do it.
The day was already going good when my teammate logged on. He hadn't logged on for ages, and now I had an entire new base to show him. So it was my turn to give him the tour.
He's actually online. Oh my god, this is beautiful. Oh.
I started with showing him to our base, which was conveniently placed under the white pillar of wall. And he seemed to like it. We also went mining in the nether for some netherite. And after not actually that much mining, well, hey presto, there it was.
Found netherite. Found netherite.
After this, my teammate had to get off, but I decided to keep mining netherite. I actually got some from this as well. I now had enough to make an ingot. After a bit, my teammate actually got back on, so we agreed to meet at base. He said he had something for me. I was excited. You know, knowing how much grinding he does, it could have practically been a mace. And what I was about to receive was so much better.
So my teammate says he's got a surprise for me or something.
You said you was up 7 degrees.
Oh, he gave me fireworks?
And it was then when I knew what I was about to receive.
Wait. He's giving me an elytra. Oh my god, thank you so much. Yes! He has one too. Just crafting more scraps.
After getting one of the literal rarest items in the game, I kept making netherite ingots. My goal was to get some armor by the end of the day. And boy, I did not fail. Oh baby, we did it. Now, do you guys still remember that I wanted to be in the book for killing a player? Well, this is how. My teammate has allowed me to kill this guy. So I need to clear out this location. Because I don't want me and my teammate secretly, I want us to rule this as oh my god. I killed him. I just ruined this guy's entire SMP, but I wanted those achievements, the headhunt. It's a hardcore server, bro. I think it was a long story. But once I got home, I thought I'd mine netherite, and no matter how messed up it was, put spawn location's head in a picture frame. And then I decided to go mine some netherite because nothing else interesting was looking like it was going to happen. Yo, Galactic, let's go. My sword's called Galactic Strike. Bro, chill. Pigs, chill, bro. Oh my god, ancient debris. Oh my god, I was just getting quartz to mend my stuff and then I found ancient debris. No way. 2 ancient debris just from getting quartz. Oh my god, 3. That is 3 ancient debris is crazy. After taking the lives of 2 innocent players, I went to go smelt my netherite and call it a day. Oh my god. How do I not have flint and steel? That's the question. What the? Whoa, chill, bro, chill. Terrible. This was terrible. The base had been breached by an unknown player, and now I had to move everything to Alien. Wait, yep, this one. After I'd left the base, I found myself in this swamp biome. This player called Eagle Boy had logged on, and he was basically just rage baiting the entire server, saying how he was the ruler and was recycling unstable quotes. I'm the biggest bird. Theobald the bird's quote. But so I was on a mission to kill him. I told him to come meet me in the swamp biome, but my guy took about 3.5 years. Roll the clip. Roll it. After my bones finally decayed after waiting for 500 million years, he finally arrived. Thank God, I don't know if I could go for much longer. My coffin is starting to decay. And there he was. Remember how he took 3 years because he didn't have an elytra? Well. Planet, so you waited an hour to not be able to kill him? Yes, that's exactly what I did. One player, come on, please be my teammate, bro. On day 7, I logged on and my teammate was online. Turns out he'd seen the griefing as well and had made a new base for us. I also asked him if he had killed Eagle. I wasn't going to let that slide. My teammate and I agreed to meet up. This way he could show us to our new base and we could get some gear. But I got even better news. we had the flippin' dragon egg. After finding out this amazing news, YOU took me back to the base. And it was the best base ever.
It is.
And then it was time for YOU to once again give me a tour of the base.
Yo.
There was the Silverfish XP farm. A villager breeder. Even a mushroom farm and maxed E-table. For the rest of the day, I basically just used the villagers to trade, and I also built my own house on the island to make it really feel like home. On day 8, basically nothing happened. I mainly hung around the base and grinded gear, and I also found this weird 2xJ monument at 0-0. Didn't really understand this. Day 9 was pretty action-packed. It started off just at the base though. Firstly, there was a new player called Unboiled Peanut. Don't ask about the username. We also decided it was time for me to get the mace today. So we headed into a trial chamber that YOU had found near the base.
What is that? I guess that's a map? Oh hell. Yo, how do we get back up there? Oh, I got latches.
As we entered the trial chamber, I started grinding ominous trials and getting the keys.
Diamonds? Arrows.
Sadly, we did not get the first try.
I never knew
But
this
we
existed.
did get it second.
Come on. Oh my god, heavy core, heavy.
I now had the mace, the most powerful weapon in all of Minecraft. That's just awesome. We spent the rest just grinding trials. I even got an E-gap at one point from an ominous vault. We grabbed a whole bunch of trial keys, and I even saved some for later because we literally exhausted all of the vaults. Yeah, that's how long we'd spent in there.
Enchant my mace. Going to enchant my
I
mace.
spent the rest of the day grinding golden apples and also enchantments for my base because it's brand new. I want to get it enchanted and as strong as possible. Now let me just say, so much happened. I got full netherite, built an ominous bottle farm, which as you can see, spent like hours gathering wood for and building a creeper farm.
This recording's probably just going to be used as a time lapse anyway of like me having wood. A little time could have such a big effect on the human brain. 8,000.
I even entered the end
To build on the Onelife vanilla hardcore SMP. Oh, this is a big moment. Planet 8000 into his home. The end. Alright, now I need to be ready in case this is a trap. Oh, planet out.
Now this sounds great and all, but when I was in the end, I actually died. Is that the challenge over? Am I no longer the player who never dies? This was really bad. I had died on the Onelife vanilla hardcore server. Let me repeat that. Onelife vanilla hardcore server. It was over. This was it. Unless. You see, a player called Dr. Death had been revived on the server a while back for helping find a bug and being a really active player. I knew this fact. I'd found it out while I was alive. Just so it happens, there was a bug on the server that if you fall into a void with a totem in your hands, it doesn't fully register your death. So for everyone else, it looked like I was still alive. This was good. I asked the admins. And I got the best news I could imagine.
Recap, I've been re-geared. And I'm on my way to my base. I don't have a sword. I don't even have an axe. I just have pickaxes, and they don't even belong to me. Oh god. This is so close.
So, as I mentioned, I had agreed to join Amita J's team and was now flying towards their base. I had to go on the nether roof because it was millions of blocks out. But we got there. Also, this guy is stacked. This is just a screenshot of his base. The dragon egg had also been stolen from us in YOU, so seeing this was very good news. Amita also had a full-on iron farm. We were probably the most stacked team on the server. So let me give you a tour of the base. As I mentioned, the iron farm, the creeper farm, yeah, because it was like so far from mine, and the froglight farm, except I'm not going to show you because it's all the way in the nether and it's hard to get to. He even had a copper golem item sorter. Once I'd settled in and kind of knew my way around the base, I started doing actually important stuff, like grinding better gear, enchanting my new stuff, and just trying to become more powerful. After quite a while, I even started building stuff. I knew I already had a base, but I wanted to build a sky base on the server because, I thought it would be cool. I was going to make a really cool time-lapse, but every time I tried to do it, this PC just crashed. Please subscribe, help me get monetized. I need money to buy a better one. Anyway, this is the finished result. I also ended up building a new ominous bottle farm because I didn't want to have to travel thousands of blocks just to go get to my other one. And it was then when I got some really good news. Really good news. Basically, a while back, me and the owner of the server agreed that if we hit peaks of 8 players, I could be an admin. Now, not only does this mean I get a bit of recognition on the server, but it means I can mechanically never die. You see, when you're an admin, if you die, you get the revive at the end of the month after death, which means I would literally be the player who can never die. This was good. I agreed to the offer, and I waited. And after months of making YouTube shorts, voting for the server, and trying to advertise it in every way I could, well, this command speaks for itself. I am the server's immortal.